without any telegraph, and that's why it's harder and harder for him to defend against them. Oh, shooting for a takedown is Daniel Nwoha.
I was going to say, I guess that's what Daniel has to do, you know, because he was getting clipped on the outside. He needed to close that distance, but he should be careful with where his head is. He bails out again because he had his head in the wrong position and almost found himself in another guillotine attempt.
Doing a good job of occupying the center of the cage.
Kick.
Yeah, beautiful switch kick employed by Emmanuel Nwore in this first fight of the evening. Still occupying the center of the cage is Daniel Iwoha. Oh, and now he shoots for a takedown.
This is the third takedown attempt he's made, but he needs
to... Turn
in
the corner.
Oh, beautiful trip.
Secured the outside leg trip. Got him down in the center of the cage, right where he wants him to be. Perhaps he would like to create some separation now with his forearm and rain some much-needed ground and pound. All right.
He's stuck in Emmanuel's half guard right now. Oh, what a beautiful sweep from half guard. I saw Emmanuel was so composed there. He took his time, he did the checklist, isolated an arm, blocked a leg, and he just swept him over to the left side.
Yes, and now we're right onto the canvas where a lot of the technical work of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and grappling may need to take place for both men to secure a win.
I see Emmanuel framing on his neck. He either wants to start the ground and pound going, or he's looking for a head and arm triangle. But Daniel's doing a very good job with his guard there. He has a very active guard, and he has good frames because he has his knees in between him and his opponent.
Always interesting to see how the ground game and grappling game evolves with each AKO event. And you see the beautiful reversal now into side control. Can he secure him on the floor? Let's see how it goes.
I believe Emmanuel was trying to go for a darce there, but he didn't do the checklist. There was no position before submission this time. He kind of rushed, and then he left the gap for Daniel, and he's ended up in side control right now. And it can be a very uncomfortable position.
And you can see both arms secluded defensively, perhaps just using this moment to just gather his wits and breath about him. Oh,
what a beautiful sweep.
Straight into the sweep, reversing the position. And now both men colliding right on the floor, grappling as Iwoha occupies the side control position. Hopefully, Warrior doesn't give him his back.
I see Emmanuel whispering. He's whispering in his ear. I bet he's saying, look who's in side control now. And he's just letting those hammer fists go. And you know, with these 4-ounce gloves, that part of your arm is actually not covered by any padding.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, the referee has seen enough.
He had to come in there.
That was a finish by TKO in the second round by ground and pound strikes. Ladies and gentlemen, Hugo, how did that come about?
Well, I told you, with these 4-ounce gloves, I'd rather do a hammer fist because you know that the side of your fist you use is actually not padded, and that was just pure bone to bone, and I knew he couldn't take any more of that punishment. The ref had to jump in there and save his life pretty much.
Good show of sportsmanship by both men. No hard feelings, just here to compete. One winner, one loser, and we move. Ladies and gentlemen, as we go into the commercial break, we will return in a moment.
Money Point, exceptional. Went from being just a company you heard about to one you experienced every day.
I just use my Money Point card to pay.
Savings or current?
Using Money Point has been pure bliss.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fight stopped at the second round. And here is your winner by TKO, Emmanuel Walking Machine
Ladies and gentlemen, and you can see on the screen right now the replays from the just concluded bout between Daniel Iwoha and Emmanuel Nwori on the screen right now. You see the inside leg kick getting evaded by Emmanuel Nwori. And now we explore the moments of the second round, just before the moments in which the fights closed. Hugo, what did you take note of from both athletes?
Well, Emmanuel Nwori, to be honest, was so impressive. I could see he never threw or never telegraphed any strike. He always threw a little feint right just before, and it was very hard for Daniel to know what he was coming at him, you know.
And as you can see the statistics on the screen right now, 31 landed of 43 by Daniel Iwoha, and 35 strikes landed out of a total thrown of 42 by Emmanuel Nwori. Hugo, you can see the elbow discrepancy as well. Just 1 from Daniel and 4 landed from Emmanuel Nwori.
Yeah, I can see Emmanuel just, he really invested in the accuracy of his shots. You know, it was a quantity versus quality issue, and Emmanuel just seemed to have the better quality strikes.
Lots of takedowns thrown and accepted in this round. Ladies and gentlemen, we move to the next bouts. Thank you, Director. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the African Knockout Championship Season 2024. This is the 4th fight night of the regular season, and it's AKO's first time in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, Nigeria. I am, of course, your commentator and host for the evening, Oche Charles Edache, and joining me on the commentator's desk today is my good friend Hugo Ndoma Egba. Hugo.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Hugo Ndoma Egba. And tonight we will be having the first 9 fights of the 4th round of the African Knockout show, season 2024. Let's have a look at the fight card.
Ladies and gentlemen, any moment now, the graphics on the screen showing us Daniel Iwoha versus Emmanuel Nwori, lightweight division, first bout of the evening, followed by Israel Mano versus Melvin, the African sniper, in the light heavyweight division. Andre Mukisi from Angola going against Emmanuel Bernard in the featherweight division.
And then in the women's bantamweight division, we have Jibidar Cythia versus Jane the Slayer Osigwe, crowd favorite. We have Kudiao Yao Marcel versus Sheriff Drame in the middleweight division. And we have Jakiel, the smiling assassin, Ayana versus Gazmir Deata. Very good to have Deata back.
Yes, Jonathan Lamte going up against Ananias Mulumba in the featherweight division. Fogang Tayo Pius is also going against Richard Muzan in the light heavyweight division. And in our main event, we have Flex Munwe versus Daniel the Big Shark Emeka. Rules of the evening, ladies and gentlemen: 3 points for a W, for a win, and 1 point for a loss. 0 points. 1 point for a draw. Standings on the screen right now. Daniel the Big Shark is number 1 in the middleweight division, followed very closely by Flex Munwe.
And in the featherweight division, right at the top, we have Ananias Mulumba, who will be fighting tonight. And like Oche just explained, all the points are very important. Jakil Ayana versus Gazmir Diata. They can fight for 3 points, and if they get the bonus points, they go to the top.
And in the women's bantamweight division, we have Jibidar Cythia going up against who she is tied up with in points, Jane Osigwe, led by Juliet Chukwu with 6 points.
And in the light heavyweight division, the big boy at the top, Richard Muzan with 8 points. He's already running away with it, but he can secure his position at the top if he wins today. And then we have Israel Mano versus Ugochukwu. Melvin, and both of them are on 0 points at the moment, so it's also a very important fight for both of them.
And in the lightweight division, we have Jean Dos Santos with 10 points, followed very closely by Jibrin, Inuwa, Baba, and James Opio is number 3 in the division. Ladies and gentlemen, we approach the first bout of the fourth fight night of the AKO Championship in season 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you are on the edge of your seat. The energy in the arena is palpable. Both gentlemen, 27 years of age. Then Daniel Iwoha from Port Harcourt, Nigeria, and Emmanuel Nworie from Ebonyi, Nigeria. Both men both weigh 70 kg. Can't wait to see how this one goes, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see.
Championship Season 2024. This is the fourth fight night of the regular season. Proudly brought to you by Money Point, our Season 2024 gold sponsor. Fidelity Bank, AK04 gold sponsor. Abuja Continental Hotel, AK04 host and gold sponsor. Green Hill, our gear and apparel sponsor. And Sport Assist, our media partners. Our free judges scoring this contest from Gamma Pro are Gabriel Okoh, Solomon Bassi, Abubakar Jack Ode, and Austin Joda, the chief judge. And our referee at the center of the ring for today is Stephen Moma. And now, this is the moment African MMA fans and Abuja fans have been waiting for. We are live from the Abuja Continental Hotel at the Federal Capital Territory of Nigeria. Abuja, let the knockout begin! Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 5-minute 3 rounds of action in the AKO lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner is a freestyle wrestler with a professional record of 3 wins and 1 loss. Fighting out of Port Harcourt, Nigeria, Vania, Danny the Great, Introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner is a freestyle wrestler with a record of 3 wins and 1 loss. Fighting out of Ebonyi State, Nigeria, Emmanuel Working Machine Our referee at the center of the ring is Austin Joda.
You know the rules. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves if you want to. Back to your corners.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 4th fight night of the 4th AKO regular season in 2024. We have an action-packed bout in front of us, ladies and gentlemen. Daniel Iwoha versus Emmanuel Nwori. Hugo, what are you looking for from this first bout of the evening?
Well, I'm already getting it. These guys have started at a high pace. They're both fighting for the center of the ring. Daniel is a Nigeria top team boy. I know today is his debut, but he's coming from a very good gym. He's a very dynamic fighter, and can't wait to see what he brings to the table. Emmanuel Nwori will be playing gatekeeper today because he already has a win. He's the more experienced fighter in this championship.
And as you can see, both men utilizing their limbs to secure some advantage in the striking exchanges, which always begin every round. You start the round standing. Oh, that was a shot to the groin, it appears. The referee has seen enough to pause the action, and ladies and gentlemen, he appears to be in pain.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is mixed martial arts, and I know it seems like it's a lawless sport, but we actually have rules, and there are no groin strikes here. That was an illegal shot, a mistake. I'm sure the ref will give him a warning, and he might deduct the point the next time that happens.
You can see Daniel Iwoha using the downtime to get further instructions from his corner. If the referee doesn't stop him, it's not illegal. And just a reminder, everyone comes fully equipped and prepared with a groin guard, a cup, to protect your groin region as you compete, because these accidents happen. Hugo right beside me has been victim to quite a few groin shots in sparring. It happens. But you get yourself recovered, you get yourself shaken and loose, and you get right back into the action.
Emmanuel has 5 minutes to take his time and recover, but like a real warrior, he's ready to get right back into it.
All right, both men taking the center of the cage. Oh, that high kick has been money so far. Oh, using that side kick to keep his opponent at bay. And is that the end of the first round, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes. What an explosive round. That was an explosive first round. Both fighters fighting for the center of the octagon. They were throwing many combos, especially Emmanuel Nwori. He was trying to give him a rude awakening and a wicked welcome into the lightweight division of the African Knockout Championship.
And you can see both athletes have their corners, giving them all the necessary and prerequisite information to cinch a victory. Nobody wants to come out of here. And we have the replays on the screen. You see the feints with the feet. Oh, and the feint to the feet, so you throw to the head. Classic misdirection.
Everything was so purposeful from Emmanuel Warrior. Every time he throws that jab, he knows Daniel's going to slip to the left, and he always just has that rare kick waiting for him. He needs to be careful with that.
We see 9 strikes landed out of 13 thrown by Daniel Iwoha. 16 strikes landed, 20 thrown by Emmanuel Warrior. Punches and elbows. Punches are even from both men. Elbows, you have the advantage going to Emmanuel Warrior. And kicks as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we go straight into the second round of this first bout of the evening. Is that a head kick knockout?
Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ref had seen enough. Hugo, how did that happen?
The ref wanted to see no more. And I told you this, you know, he kept on setting up that kick with the jab. He kept on setting up that kick with the jab, and we had said that Daniel needs to be careful. He needs to stop slipping his head to the left. And the same thing happened to Kamaru Usman against Leon Edwards, if anybody watched the UFC.
Yes. I believe that's what the common phrase, headshot, bang, right?
Headshot dead.
Yes,
he set him up with the jab. Look here, look here. He moved his head exactly where he wanted it, and he finished him with a devastating head kick.
We have to remember, mixed martial arts, the A stands for art, as in expression. This is stuff that you would be able to hang on a museum if you could paint it, museum wall if you could paint it into a portrait. But we just have the better option, which is actual combat. And we just saw a head kick knockout.
I mean, poetry in motion. Poetry in motion.
Poetry in
Typical.
motion, ladies and gentlemen. A reminder, this is the African Knockouts, and this was your first fight of the evening in the season 2024. We are live from the Abuja Continental Hotel, and we are your commentators for the evening, Oche Edache and Hugo Ndoma Egba. Any moment now, the announcers will be in the middle of the cage to give us our victor and our loser for the evening, for the bout.
Ladies and gentlemen, the match will start after the second round. And here's your winner by TKO. Imano, working machine. KO, okay. And here is your winner by knockout. Imano, working machine. Hooray!
Sit it on his dick, I took the glizzy on me.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the end of the first bout of the evening. High octane action. I'm right here with my co-commentator of the evening, Hugo Ndoma Egba. Hugo has been giving us some insight into the emerging African knockout competition and how mixed martial arts has taken the city of Abuja. Hugo, we have the stats on the screen right now. 31 strikes thrown in total, 31 landed in total by Daniel Iwoha, 35 by Emmanuel Warrior. Both men had through a total of, Daniel Iwoha threw 26 punches and Emmanuel Warrior threw 21. As we approach the second bout of the evening, Hugo, what are you expecting to see more of as we move forward?
Well, I should have said this before the first fight. This is the African Knockout Championship, so we guarantee you knockouts. We have 9 fights. I will be surprised if I do not see knockouts in at least 4. There will be finishes, and we've just seen it from the first fight. High-octane stuff, high-energy stuff. There will be no disappointments. That was the starter. Now on to the main course.
That was the starter, and on to the main course, and we have lots of appetizers as well as a massage and a 5-star treatment in the hotel for all members of the African Knockout this evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's a full experience that we have been crafted that has been crafted for us this evening. I'm excited to see quite a few bouts. We also have standout stars like Richard, the Shield Muzan. We also have Sheriff Drame. We have Flex Munwe versus Big Shark Emeka in the main event. So much to look forward to. And it's just a pleasure to be in this beautiful city, the Federal Capital Territory, the center of unity, and just having a good time commentating the best fights from the western portion of Africa. As you can tell, I am excited, Hugo is excited, and I cannot wait to see what comes next. Hugo, what's your favorite fight, and what are you looking forward to the most this evening?
To be honest, when I took a look at the fight card, I could not believe what I was looking at. You know, like this is top quality. The African Knockout Championship always gives us the best fight. But this edition, I have to say, they have taken it to the next level. Fights I'm looking forward to. I mean, the main event. Flex, the monster Munwe, he says he wants to eat a big shark.
Yeah.
He wants the big fish. He says he's hungry. Yes. You know, and we know what Flex brings. You know what Flex brings. And we also, Diatta is back. He's coming with that speed.
From Senegal.
Oh, he's back. And he's coming back from a loss. You know, so that should be interesting to see. He's fighting the Smiling Assassin as well. And I want to see the two light heavyweights, because they're both coming from losses to Israel Manu versus Ugochukwu Melvin.
Yes, the African sniper, of course. Moved his training to Abuja about a year and a half ago. Had an unfortunate loss at his last outing in the African Knockout. And this evening, coming back for redemption. Ladies and gentlemen, the excitement in the arena is palpable. The center of unity has been welcoming to all of us and the African Knockouts. And we cannot wait to present some more mixed martial arts action. Ladies and gentlemen, a reminder that I am, of course, Oche Young Jollof Edache, your commentator for the evening, and I am joined by Hugo Ndoma Egba. This is the African Knockout, straight from you, live from the Abuja Continental Hotel. We cannot wait for the action that is to come.